Okay, everybody, stream's over. I feel bad now because I streamed instead of hanging out with Summer and Jeremy. I'm bad and should feel bad. Hi, guys. Hello. Yes, I'm sorry. Hi, Puffy. Hi, Henry. Hi, Summer and Jeremy and Riddy and Spartan and Ula and who did I forget? I don't remember. Yeah, so hi Timo. My life has been crazy. I haven't streamed since December something. I don't remember. And I'd been busy with holidays and family stuff, and then just busy. It's just been busy. I've been going nonstop, and then work has kicked my butt this week, and I made my first major mistake at my new job, and when I just have so much on my plate, and our house is undergoing renovations, and it's just been crazy. So that's why I haven't been here to streaming. It's just been a lot. Everything's fine, just really busy. But I got off late from work today, came home, had dinner, did a few things, threw in some laundry, and now I have to wait on that laundry. So I'm gonna do a stream and probably take a break to like go throw my stuff in the dryer. And then we'll go for like 2 hours or whatever, and then I have to stop and do a couple other things, and then tomorrow's gonna be crazy too. So anyway, hopefully we'll wake up from this terrible dream. I am on my new mic today. I got a Blue Yeti mic for Christmas, and if anything sounds weird or echoey or wrong, please let me know so that I can fix it as we go. But this is my first time using it, finally. I finally took it out of the box. And just kind of let me know how that's sounding, and all of that jazz. So, I also don't remember anything, really, about what we were doing, other than we were trying to prove a lady who claims to be guilty innocent. But Oh, good. I'm glad it sounds good. I hope it sounds better than my last mic, if you can tell a difference. It does sound good? Oh, yay! I don't know what it sounds like. I'll have to go back and listen. I hoped it would sound good. Yay, I'm glad it sounds good. So, if you guys remember anything that's going on in the game, please tell me, because I do not remember said anything about this game. I also forgot to get myself a beverage, and I usually end up with dry throat because I read everything. Unless we went past it, we met the cutest sleep paralysis demon, the Blue Badger! Oh, good. I'm glad I sound good. I almost clicked new game like a dope. Okay. This seems a little loud. What? Oh, day 2. Oh, yeah. I got through a trial that was very difficult, right? Okay, I don't remember. I remember we did. We did do that. We hated some guy. Are you talking about Miles Edgeworth? I don't hate Miles. I feel like I have to clarify my position on Miles every time I start this game. Okay, February 23rd, 11:50. Is it a long? What? Arlong? Oh, yeah, we do hate him. We do hate him a lot. I don't hate Miles. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm not defending my Miles position anymore. Mr. Wright? Huh, what? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Stop it, Terror. Oh, by the way, y'all. Summer and Jeremy married! What? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Anyway. Hi Jocelyn, how are you? How you doing? How are your holidays? Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Mirror time! Exactly. Yeah, boy! Okay. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. Where's Christy? This is her bae. Oh, that's great, Spartan. I'm glad. Thank you so much for the host, Terror. And thank you for the host earlier, Riddy. And did somebody else host me? I don't remember. Mirror time. Thank you so much for the host, Spartan. You just finished homework. I hope it went well. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. My game still feels really loud to me. Is it really loud to y'all? Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have really been on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? Thank you, Angel. You could be worrying about that chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. It's alright? The audio? Is that what you mean? She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? Oh, okay. At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? How often do you have... He's doing it one hair at a time. In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. Aw, that is sad, Spartan. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! I need chocolate. I have some chocolate, too. I have some dark chocolate sea salt caramels. You want some? Okay, now we're in... Oh, wait. We're back in the courtroom? Oh, wait! What is that? A piece of sushi? You have a bad feeling about all your trials, yeah. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. Yeah, sweating bullets does sound super uncomfy, you know? You're just like, ouch! Yeah. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well, then I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. Hi, NDL. How's it going? This is unacceptable.
I've never been here before, but I am the daughter of proud baby Mudfoot, and I just wanted to Thank you. You provided my parent with amusement and a place of enjoyment through many hospital visits and a horrible time. So here's to you in memory of PBM.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry to hear that. Number one. Since you say in memory, I'm so sorry to hear that. Mudfoot was always a delight to have in stream. Um, Thank you so much for that gift. I am humbled and honored, and grateful, that I made that sort of impact, on Mudfoot, and that, that would be something that you would feel the need to do. Certainly was not necessary at all. Goodness. I don't really know what to say other than thank you. And your Mudfoot's memory will be, something that will always be a positive for me. And I really appreciate that. This is not something that has ever happened. So I'm sorry. I don't really know how to address it properly. No, that's okay. I just appreciate it. I am so sorry to hear, if Mudfoot is no longer with us. But, I am, like I said, I am humbled to hear that I made such a positive impact, during such a hard time. And that you would feel the need to, honestly bless me in that way. And so thank you for that. That was an incredibly gracious and grateful, generous gift, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, Mudfoot was always a delight, to have. So, with that being said, just please know that Mudfoot's memory will be cherished, and I am glad for the time that I got to know Mudfoot, through our streams. So, through my streams, and I was requested to come and give a gift sub or two, but I figured it was far more appropriate to donate. Oh, thank you so much, honestly. Very, very kind of you, and yeah, thank you. Just thank you very much. I I don't really know what else to say, but just know that, the pleasure was all mine, and I am, honored to know that, I had that kind of positive impact, and that's what I hope for. And so you're welcome. Honestly, you're welcome. And if that is what I'm doing this for, then that is good enough reason for me to do it. And I just really appreciate it. So with that being said, I do not want to gloss over this at all. So just know that I am humbled and grateful, and thank you very much. Hello, Christy. I know you came in, and Galen. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to just like jump in, and be insensitive. But no, you do not need to apologize at all. I'm glad that you told me. That's something that I would want to know, even without the donation, which again was incredibly generous. But I'm glad that you came in to at least tell me. So, hang on one second. Okay. Yeah. No, I appreciate the thank you. I say thank you in return. Again, incredible, that I had the opportunity to do something like that, and your generosity. So, okay. I'm going to continue. Again, you are welcome to stay and hang out, Pretzel, if you want. And if not, then, you know, you obviously are under no obligation to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and continue with the game. Okay. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, a knock knock? I don't know who's talking. Who's there? Who is this guy? Good night, Pretzel. Thank you very much again. Take care. Please take care. What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you. Oh, heh. Sorry I'm late, Edgy. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, Edgy? How you been? Swim much these days? I'm just giving him a random voice. Oh, hello. Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy? Busy smizzy. Edgy, my boy, you have to make time to relax. Edgy? Who is that? Judge? His suit is aggressively orange. Yes, indeed. Edgy seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Question mark is a great name. Thanks? I'm so sorry about our little worthy giving you all the trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! He probably does have pants like that. Ready? Have a good night, Pretzel. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Little worthy? Mr. Wright? You don't know the district... Oh, you don't know the district chief of police? This guy is the chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. I don't like that he just stares. He just stares uncomfortably at me. Did, you know, all chief of police have tiny, ill-fitting pink glasses? And I don't know what's going on with this, like, cross tie ascot thing. I don't know what that is. How to make a nickname. Add a Y, maybe drop another ledger. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Damon Gant? So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe? On little worthy Scar, no less. Edgeworth does not look okay. No, he does not. Sorry. Edgeworth had a terrible year. He did. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. His hair's unbelievably stretchy. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature. Miles Edgeworth. That's no fair. The day of the crime, I had... What kind of outfit is he running or wearing? A very neon outfit. Your head in the clouds because you got that award. Thank you for the host, NDL. I know how you feel, but you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah! The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at this blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Yes, you would. You're not trying to cut it off, are you? I would like the court to grant me permission to kick this chief of police's butt. Come on, just hurry up and open it. It's doing it on its own. Oh, now I have to do things. There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say Sl9 2. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. The Sl9 Incident? Oh, DL6. I knew what number it was. But it's strange. Huh, what is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. There's like a... See the stain? Ah, don't scare me like that! Yeah, it kind of looks like a grease stain or something. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade! The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Just use a stick instead of your finger. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Wait, what? Somebody else died? There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Edgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We were in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places? The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Don't tell anyone, okay? He says to the entire gallery. Why even hint at its specialness if you can't talk about it? Okay. Excuse me. Special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler! Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. Oh no. So how are things down at the department? Hang on a sec. So he pretty much told me that this is where I should present evidence. But I don't know what that evidence is. Wait a second, what does this say? 6-7S or 7-5? Uwu Kumi, hello, thank you for the follow. This game is expecting me to remember things from weeks ago. I know. I think the last time I streamed was like December 19th or something. I can't, it's like, that's like 3+ weeks ago. Oh no. Is it the shoe? What did the tag say? No. Oh! Wait a second! If you flip that tag upside down, it says what that note says. Right? Okay, so I'm gonna use that weird... Okay. Yeah. Okay, shut up, Emma. I got it. Thank you. This. Got it. Wait a second. At last. An honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Ha! Honest to goodness, what do you mean? From the judge. This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads Sl9 2. And this is important. Why? Welcome back, Spartan. Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 - 7S. 12-2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside? The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up, but turn it around and what do you get? 221 Sl9. Ah, aha! When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down. Sl9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order, order! Well, Chief? Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Something didn't happen at the police department too, did it? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. Chief, did something happen? And why haven't I heard? Why haven't you heard? Or why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand you were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Edgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, right? I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Oh, shoot. He already told us the murder was at 5:15. And it was at the police station, so I guess the how? Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit, we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder. How is he allowed to choose to tell you only one thing about the case? I know. The time of the crime, 5:15. Wait, so when he said I need to press this more, does that mean I need to go back and ask him another question? I'll just see what happens. The court rules of Japanifornia are wild and inconvenient. 5:15, but that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Tell me more. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto, you understand? Try to understand, Righto. Everybody's calling me Righto now? Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. Why can't I look at the bloods? Alright, we're back at the beginning. That suit. And to get the evidence, you must first snatch it from my hand. I'm going to think about this for a second. I need to go get myself something else to drink because I finished this can and throw my laundry in the dryer, and I will be back. Okay. Use this to look at evidence, but you can't look at the most obvious of it all. Blood stains. Thank you, I brought back a polar. Okay. Okay, so... He says I'd better check this knife out, but I already did. I am back. Thank you for the welcome back. Okay, so I think I need to maybe ask again. Okay, let me look at what I got. Oh, hold up. So, Edgeworth was at the police department on the day of the murder. But I don't know if that has anything to do with anything right now. Okay, so Miles must have left the police department, come to the prosecutor's office at 5:12, and then, so he wouldn't have been there when any sort of murder happened. Okay. So 2/21 was the day of the murder, is that right? Sounds good, Spartan. Well, yeah, he says that he pulled in, he parked, he got out, he went upstairs, and that's when the murder happened, and the body was put in his trunk. It was almost like he was set up or waited, like somebody waited for him to come. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye. Do we know whose blood this is? It could be Lana's blood. The Switchblade? This is really hard considering I haven't played this in so long. Okay. I would like a small hint from someone who has played this game before. Please, if you can offer me, not a spoiler, but a small hint. I just don't know what I need to be looking for, or what's the important thing that he said that I need to rebut. So if somebody can give me that help, that would be really appreciated. Just because it's hard, because it's been so long since I've played, that I don't know what to do. Maybe it's been too long. Press the multiple choice thing again for more info. I thought I tried, but it wouldn't. This was the statement, right? That he originally told me that? Or was it this one? Okay, here we go. Alright, so we already asked about how the victim was killed. Let's do where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak, voices. I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? I had the same thought Phoenix did. Wait a second. I've heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Yeah. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Okay. Whoops. So, I do need to present. Ah, riddle me this, Batman. I mean, I can give you one piece of evidence. Okay, so it's this. It is officially linked. Wait, what? He just said... Well, I just lost the thing. He just said... It is officially linked. Ooh, a piece of evidence. Ooh, piece of evidence! So now I'm confused because he said the knife was stolen from the evidence room and there's no connection to the case. So they literally like told me the answer and then it won't take it. Check the other statements. So is this the statement that I need to present toward? I don't know what you mean by when you say check the other statements. I'm gonna ask the very last thing here. Just to see about more information. Oh, I just meant... Oh, okay. Look at them. Okay, gotcha. Why is this so hard? Oh, I know. It's because my brain doesn't hold this information. So when did the murder at the police department occur? Now that's a sharp question, right? Oh, very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Well, he already has that in his... I'm about to try this knife on every single thing. So here we go. We're gonna save. And we're gonna present the knife to every statement. Because, you know, I don't know. Okay, hello, do you want this knife that you told me was the killing knife? That's not it. We turn off. Is this cheating? I don't know. Knife everything. Capcom. Oh my gosh, Ryan! How are you? Holy cow, how have you been? It's great to see you. How are things? I feel like it's been a billion years since I've seen you. The 5th case is notoriously difficult. It's quite difficult. I did look it up just in case Henser asked for it again. Okay, thank you, Angel. He needs a mustache. This would be more fun if he had a mustache. Thank you for shouting out Ryan. Okay, so now we're going to try this one. Whoops. Nope, the music didn't stop. The music didn't stop. I've been streaming almost an hour and I've basically done nothing. Oh. That's Phoenix Wright for you. But yet I still love it so much. Present the knife. Nope, the music didn't stop. Last I saw, Ryan was streaming while sick, so I hope you're feeling better. Aw! I've been playing for hours and I've only gotten through one argument. I've been very good. School and life's kept me busy. Just got done being sick with a winter flu. Awesome seeing you guys. It's awesome to see you too. I'm glad that you've been very good. Why do I keep doing that? Nope. When I say I'm gonna do something and then 1 hour later I do it. I just want to present the right piece of, I'm probably not presenting the right piece of evidence. That's probably what's happening. I'm really glad I'm not actually a defense attorney in a court of law. Because I couldn't save and start over. Ooh. Okay. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. This case got me struggling too. I didn't like it. Phoenix would only be allowed to ask yes or no questions. If this was based on my efforts, game would be Phoenix wrong. Aww. Okay, so obviously the knife is not what I should be presenting. So now I feel like I should be presenting the victim's note. Which makes me think perhaps this is it. Nope. Okay. Angel, I would like a hint. Vague is okay. I just want to know, like, which statement or what piece of information do I need to be studying or trying to rebut? That's what I'd like to know. If you'd be so kind. While I drink some Polar. Oh my goodness, thank you for the host, Ryan. Why do I see it being the course saying, start over, start over, start over? Exactly. If this was real for me, it'd be called Phoenix, how are you an attorney right now? Every person that was on the stand would have been charged with perjury. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty much, pretty much. So you should switch the one question back to a previous choice. Then closely look at all the statements. Okay. The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Okay. So the knife was stolen from the department's evidence room, and on Goodman's person, he had a note about the same thing that's on the tag of the knife that was stolen. But neither the knife or the note can be presented to this thing. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Phoenix, did you go to law school or clown college? We weren't in any shape to do that was a bad day for the department. Okay. Oh. Take Galen's advice after you do the one question multiple choice. Oh, okay, so you're talking about this multiple question. Okay. But which question? The one where he talked about the evidence room? Okay. There was a suspect, just arrested him. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help. I suppose I could help if you gave... Okay. So I think I need to talk about where the victim was found. No, I understand, Angel. I appreciate your help, though. Where was the victim found? Okay. I can't speak on where the corpse was found. I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but that's what I asked you. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. Hold up. He doesn't know where the corpse was found. Could Goodman have been stabbed at the police department and then somehow got to the prosecutor's office? Was the corpse found at all? I don't know. I don't know who died. He never said who died. Yeah, could Goodman have been hurt in the evidence room? Took the knife? Okay. The evidence room. Wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony? The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So did Goodyear steal the knife? There's the connection between the two cases. Did I say Goodyear? I meant Goodman. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. Ticket? Parking ticket? Am I reading too much into this? Could it be either the note or the ticket, the parking ticket, the ticket to go to town? I don't know. With the link between two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Do I keep saying Goodyear? I don't know. Okay, alright. Okay, back. Am I on to something, Angel? Am I on to anything, Angel? The Goodyear blimp would have a lot of leverage. Oh gosh. Am I on to something with the whole note or parking ticket against this statement? I don't know. I'm so lost. Phoenix Wright likes to simultaneously hold hands and leave you in the dark. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. We're gonna save. And we're gonna try the note. And also the parking ticket right here. Because ticket! Bless you, Victoria. You got this. Thank you. Yay for in the dark hand holding. Sounds cozy. How romantic. Yeah, this game's so romantic. Okay. Nope. Scroll through the statements. I did. I've scrolled through all of the statements. Am I being dumb? Maybe. So confused. One of them might have changed. Oh. Okay. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. That's the final statement. Gives a badumts for tired. So, all he said was the time of the crime, 5:15, scary coincidence, eh? And then it's not officially linked. Okay. I am, Nicole. Hi. The only thing that I can think is this. This is the statement that was changed because he said it was stolen from the department's evidence room. But both things that I tried to present to this, I tried to present the knife and the note to him on this statement, and it's still... I need a more direct hint. I'm sorry. I'm just dumb. No, I'm not dumb. I'm forgetful, and this is hard. I think I need a more direct hint, if you don't mind. I'm sorry. I did go to the very end of the testimony. Was that it? I was just gonna see what he said again. Press the last statement. Oh, I'm just gonna pay attention to your face. I hope you like it. Double check if you're assuming. I was assuming. Chief, the defense's position is simply... Oh my gosh. All I had to freaking do was get more information about the thing I already got information about. How was I supposed to know that? How was I supposed to know that? The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Wright. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had written down the numbers on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. I don't like that. I don't like that he just stares. It's uncomfortable. I'm not actually pissed. I'm just kind of bewildered. Welcome to the Phoenix Wright world. So, as I said, hand holding in the dark. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. The fifth cases are always tough in the stupidest of ways. Letting go to grab things it shouldn't. Can't learn some manners. Stop staring. I know he's just like... You guys are smart. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, and all. Can we get the information unofficially? You forgot the singular blink in the middle of the stare. Oh, I apologize. When you find a character with a stare creepier than the Burger King. Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? I don't like Emma as much as I like Maya. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Tell me anyway. If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... Hang on, I have this written! It's the number on Mr. Goodman's ID! I'm sorry, I just creeped you out. The number is 584-2189. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. So I had a theory. I had a right theory. I had a right theory. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Hey, Galen. Hey! Well, let's see what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you? I know it's frustrating when you know but can't get there. Yeah, it is. It is. So, yeah. I think a phone number is longer. Yeah, it is. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Miles? I'ma smack you! Across this courtroom! Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time? Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto! Personnel IDs are top secret! Detective Goodman's ID number is 584-2189.
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You even got the first number wrong!
The number the chief of police gave us was 584-2189. Wait a second, Wright? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto, sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location? Imagine being hated so much that you're murdered twice.
Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean?
This means 2 people have been arrested for separate crimes, but both for the murder of the same person. Yeah. No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? Your Honor, may I get permission to punch Miles in the face? Miles is fine. He just, threw some shade at me. The plot is great. Yes, the mechanics are frustrating. The mechanics can be frustrating. But I also like the way it works my brain. We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! That was that guy who came in when we were in the office.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Sl9 Incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. They did the wrong Wright. He said it's written right, like writing with a pen, like W-R-I-T-E. Written right on the top of the report. I'm glad you like that voice. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Emma! Rude. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... Stop looking at me. Okay. No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright, Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. New evidence may only be submitted if it concerns the case on trial. And how is this relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy! Huh? I was just doing my job. Slam! No! If we have 2 reports saying the same person died, shouldn't they be assumed to be related? Damon Gant, chill with the stare. You're scaring the kids and the adults. He's starting to creep me out.
It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
You are becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumors. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year. That's a low blow. That was not cool. That was a low blow. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time. Really. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He's apologizing? Miles Edgeworth is apologizing? Is this some sort of alternate reality? Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. We will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will this be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive.
Punishment?
Very well, court is adjourned.
Whew, doggies. That was an hour and 20 minutes to get through one testimony. Woo! So, who took Edgeworth and gave us this phony? So this must be one of those things that all you Edgeworth fans are like, he gets better. He gets better in the series. Is that like a moment? I mean, obviously, I think the turning point, the beginning of the turning point was the case where Phoenix basically saved his life. However, it's very out of character, I feel like, for him to apologize for anything. But it's more the later games. Oh, okay. I am drinking Polar Seltzer. Orange vanilla. It's my favorite seltzer. I would totally have a sponsor deal if you ever see this, Polar execs. But if you can only pick one... Oh, thank you, Spartan. If you can only pick one streamer to sponsor Polar, I nominate CJ, my friend CJ. I don't know how to pronounce his username. CJ. Anyway, my friend CJ, he's your biggest fan. Okay, that was okay. This case has a lot of Edgeworth development, but mostly set up for later games. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for shouting out CJ. Thank you. It's there on the screen, Polar execs, if you need it. He's your biggest fan. And he got me to be a fan. Okay. February 23rd, 2:15, Wright & Co. law offices. Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? Same, Jocelyn. Chaos, that's what's happening with this case. The prosecutor office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. All right, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Would you mind coming with me? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Okay, now we're back in the prosecutor office underground parking garage, whatever this is. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Of course it was our victim who was killed at the department. And my sister would never do such a thing, I know it. And that oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. I appreciate the outline that shows Goodman was just flopped out of the truck. I'm excited now that we're past day one. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. I tend to not like day ones. Interesting. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was bloodstains or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You just had an extra pair of those things? Hi, Montana. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Touch the screen to spray it on. Hi, Anna. Anna just comes out of the woodwork. Montana! Montana. Anna and Galen say hi. She wagged her tail. Christy says hi. She wagged her tail again. Montana. Angel and Riddy say hi. You have all of the fans. She laid down. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Yay! Spray. Spray. I got the blood. Anna Montana. Okay. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Enhance! Exactly. This whole place looks like blood. Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically? Ever gotten a paper cut? Or a scrape? I know. I'd be surprised if she had made it to high school and has never seen blood. Ever. I don't know. I'm gonna say the amount. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be more blood stains than this. They need to spray inside the cars. Not just Edgeworth's car, but like all the cars to see if there's blood that matches. That may have been like on the floorboards and from like if somebody like killed somebody and then drove in a car, there'd be blood like on the floorboards from where it's on the shoe. No nosebleeds? Exactly. Hey, Mr. Wright. See how I'm marking up the floor plans when we find a blood stain? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Well, I mean, you're not Maya. Yeah, that's very useful information to have. I saved up my allowance to buy this. I guess, yeah. Can you channel our mentor? Okay, Emma, you precious child. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case, and will drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah, it feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? This luminol stuff's gonna come in handy. Ha! Oh. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. I don't remember if that's the voice I gave her before. Miss Star? You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead doesn't really get my... Lead-in? Lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. It is the inferior angel. Let's talk. What's up? How are you? Can I have snacks? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. That's a good question, Angel. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me. They coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The Sl9 Incident. Wait, she doesn't mean... Hold up! Hold up! I don't remember what you want to see my badge again? My badge is really cool. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not! It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the Cough-Up Queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Could you take a look at this? Oh, she doesn't care about this. I forgot. It'll show it up in the corner if she actually cares about this. I don't really... Can you please stop talking about tea? Hi, DJ Pin. How are you tonight? Welcome to the stream. A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Was she not planning on this to happen? I gotta go through all of this tea crap. I don't care about your tea conversation. Not bad myself, working graveyard tonight, so I'm here. How's the stream case going? It's going well. Hi, Loki. How are you doing? Long time no see. This is a very difficult case, but it's also because I haven't touched this in like over 3 weeks and I've forgotten a lot of the information. So. But I assume you're here because you're a Phoenix Wright fan. Ugh, she doesn't care about this either. Nope. Yeah, it is a very long episode for sure. Here we go. What do you think about this? Sl9 incident? On that knife? And on that note? Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, Sl9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the Sl9 incident? Just want to stop in, say hi and lurk. Hello and lurk away. I hope you are having a good day. It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. Wait, what? What? Oh, that's the new PogChamp. I read about that. So, did she say about this? Did she say she touched the prosecutor in her statement earlier? I don't think she did. This is new information. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Sky really trying to say, I wonder? I don't remember that being a thing, but I might just be forgetful. Okay, she doesn't care about this. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? And climbed the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder? That's when I took this photo. Yes. That's okay, Puffy, no worries. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? What are you talking about? I want some snacks. I have my chocolate here, but it's hard to eat snacks and read. And so I'm just gonna wait till the end of stream, then I will eat my snacks. What do you think about this? Oh, this is the same thing she said before, because I showed her the note. Come on! Do you care about my fluid? That sounded weird. Okay. You. Yes? Some of her sushi bowls do look delish. You know, sometimes I just say things without actually thinking about them. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it. Oh, this is the same thing. This is the I don't care message. Okay. Now, do you have more stuff to talk about? Yes. That's when I learned the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not even a little. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Evidence? Of a sort. Made up evidence? What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Officer Jake Marshall. He's on security detail in the police department, isn't he? So he was also involved in getting... Wait, so they were detectives, not prosecutors, but the prosecutors got a verdict with made-up evidence? And the detectives? Wait, did she say the detectives or the prosecution made up the evidence? Or what? Or the defense? I don't know if who she said who made up the evidence. I'm confused. Okay, let's just ask her about Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten Sl9? There was another side to that case. A hidden side. That's what we're after now. Just that the evidence, they never specified, just that the evidence was made up, the prosecutors used it, and the detectives were demoted/fired. Okay. I didn't know if I missed something there. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends, how many does she have anyway? Just when the detectives on the case have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Marshall? Are you talking about Marshall? Or Chief of Police? Or Officer Meekins? Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. Officer Meeseeks. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. Not my Marshall Starr! I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. So where is he? Is he at the... I feel like he's in weird places sometimes. That is a clever ship name, yeah. Well, this place is certainly tidy today. And it'll be tidy tomorrow, too. Incidentally, he's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay. Ah, that's not what I meant to do! No! I'm pressing all the wrong things! Move. Detention center. Yay, noodles! Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. The chief said they'd caught the criminal at the police department. Let's come back later. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective in this department after all. Yes, but the same detective was also killed in the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, it makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, I want to check out the crime scene here. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up or we could wind up dead! I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose... What are they, Sonic? They're blurring? The Flash over here. I just thought that was funny. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed in their own department. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Gotta go fast! Sonic boom! Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Wait, what? What? I thought we were supposed to go into the evidence room. Ah! I keep pressing the wrong thing. I guess we're going to the security guard office? What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. Oh. This is where Marshall should be. It's hard to think straight. How are cacti making you not think straight? If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if this is a guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who this guard is already. Let's look around. Let's look around. Let's look around at all the things. Why is there a lasso on the ground? Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. This is a cool sign. Hey, you left your beer on the desk. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. I'd imagine you could rock that cow print hat, Tara. Oh, yeah. This swinging door makes this place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a myself. Cheese of pants. Oh, I already did this. Bro's got a lot of alcohols around here.
Yipes, that sure is prickly. It must be the real deal.
Howdy do, ma'am. I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
This cactus is a lot like my sister, actually.
Miss Sky?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with thorns pointing in every direction. Just like her.
You know, I've been looking at this cactus a while now, and I don't see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Stabby, stabby.
There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie?
Wait, maybe that wasn't it. A poncho? It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. I can just imagine, Marshall, did you really bring in a cactus to the security guard office? Yes, and? Why? Have you looked at me? The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we need somebody's permission to go in there first. Or we could just swipe the ID card that we have and get in. Dang it. Hello? Hello? Is there anybody here to help me? This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Time for crimes. I need a version of... I need exclamation point ASMR and just count a counter. Please.
Huh? Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Aww. AS Musical. I'm sad that my Mop Garden gift set I don't have that adorable cozy one. Aww. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Aw, I'm sorry, Gumshoe. Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean you heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, pal? Hold up. Is it a stabbing or is it a murder? Because you can stab somebody and not murder them. I can just imagine the conversation just before he's looking around the room. Emma, do you mind scooting? I have to look around. Gumshoe, best detective. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who is it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. No! Come back! Don't leave! If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He? What? Huh? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. What? I'm so confused. He said to go down to the... Okay, no. Okay. He said to go to the detention center. Okay. After whatever this conversation is, I think I'm gonna call it for the night.
Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me a perpetrator? I'd say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Who is that say? Oh. Oh!
Hi. Greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are. No, Meekins, my sweet, clumsy child.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I am a little lost patrolman. I'm like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't... Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you?
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir.
What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Meekins, what did you do?
Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir!
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard office in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? Most disputes die and no one shoots.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. And now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Yeah!
What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out, and when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days? Might I ask what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
Bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but are you you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as persecutor or victim, sir, then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that.
Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Yeah, I know, I picked the wrong one. This character is great.
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. I'm glad you think I bring him to life. He's fun. And your hand? That happened when Detective Goodman was stabbed?
Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do.
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were, huh?
Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
That's when I looked down and my hand was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared. It was transported. It was transported to the prosecutor's office. That's some story. Oh, this is fun. I'm gonna call it here. And I think when we pick up, who gave Meekins a megaphone? I didn't even know that I was giving you new puppy dog eyes. You're welcome for the stream. I think this is where I'm gonna call it just because I'm starting to get a little tired. It's getting a little late and I still have a couple things I have to do tonight. You're welcome for the stream. So when we pick up, I kind of feel like, I know I still have Pokemon Omicron and Cat President 2 and Bug Fables going on, but I kind of feel like I just want to like finish this game. I'm really enjoying it, and it's difficult when I take breaks from it for too long. So hopefully there won't be as long of a break this time between this stream and the next one I get to do. But I think I'm just going to stream Phoenix Wright for every stream until I finish it. That's kind of my plan. I will pet Montana for you. You're welcome for the stream. I just want to give another thanks to that generous donation today. And I'm sorry for the circumstances that surround that donation. But I just want to use the opportunity to say, tell people when you care about them, you were all loved by me, and I am grateful for all of you. And if I can just be the smallest positive influence in your life, then doing all of this is worth it. So I just want to kind of end on that note, and just again express my thanks and gratitude, and humbly just tell you guys that you are all important to me, and I mean that. So I will let you guys go for tonight. Please take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Take care. Much love. I'll see you again soon. Bye.